everybody, welcome to Back Issues. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Ben.
Today, we're going to talk about one chapter from this collection called Superman Doomsday. It's part of the Death and Return of Superman collection. It's basically just the reprintings of all of the Death, Return, Reign, Superman stuff that happened in 1994, 95.
Right.
And,
so we've already done...
We've done Death, we've done Return, and we've done Reign, more or less.
Yeah.
So now this is the resurrection of Doomsday, because we kind of teased at it in the Return of Superman, where Cyborg Superman, who at the time was impersonating one of the resurrected Supermen, had stolen Doomsday's body from the research facility known as Cadmus, and then fused it to an asteroid, and then whipped it into space, and the last page reveal was that Doomsday was alive and laughing.
In space?
In space.
Okay.
Well, how could you hear that? In
Well,
space,
no one
could
heard it.
hear
It
you
just
laugh.
says ha.
It just really looked like he was laughing.
Well, it's also said ha 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 ha,
Ah.
but maybe it was more laughter of the mind.
It was in his head, yeah.
Yeah. At that point, I remember as a young comic book reader thinking, "What? But Doomsday killed Superman!
You can't bring him back!
What's going to happen now?" This is what happens now. Or rather, the first half of it, which is this series called Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey, written and drawn by Dan Jurgens. It was very interesting. It was in a prestige format where it was just a regular, sized comic book, 3 issues, but they had a much more rigid hard cover to them. I would share them with you, but they're at my parents' house in my childhood closet. I know exactly where they are. I just didn't bother to get them. Also,
That's why they're still there and they weren't thrown away.
it's funny because for me, I thought maybe they might give a shit and wait a minute.
Right, before bringing back the villain that they just introduced.
Yeah, they invented to kill Superman.
Yeah.
Well, now he's going to come back and kill Superman again.
It's a endless cycle.
Because he proved that he can.
Yeah, but being a little dummy, I was like, maybe they will kill Superman. Look at how much effort, money, and fanfare they're putting into this moment in time. Yeah. And so what I didn't realize was they're just bilking us.
Yep.
Just going to that dehydrated cow, just trying to get more.
Yeah, remember Doomsday from a year
Yeah,
ago?
remember Doomsday?
Yeah, I remember Doomsday.
Didn't he die? No.
No.
Didn't
Superman die? Fuck you.
Exactly. So
now Superman's going to get the 4 replacement Supermen, and they're all going to take him on.
Can we get
If
4
only.
different Doomsday pretenders? Superman can fight.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't do that.
Yeah, the Doomsday that's entirely covered in bone, a Doomsday that has, weird cool glasses on.
Yep. A Doomsday that's half cyborg.
A young Doomsday who's, hip and cool.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
Doomsday Boy.
Yeah. Doom's Dawn.
How about just Little Doomsday?
Little Doomsday.
Spawn?
No, Doom's Dawn.
I was going to say Doom Spawn.
Oh, Doom Spawn.
Yeah.
I like that. This fucking comic opens with the idea that basically Superman has PTSD.
Well, he did die
From his
and came back to life.
Well, he was beaten into a healing coma. But yes, he died. He came back to life. And when he returned, there were 4 lame characters that he had to fight half of to get through. And then finally, he's got his life back together. But he has this terrible mullet that is already too old for the time.
Yeah.
And
No, he's Uncle Joey now.
yeah,
No, Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse. Yeah. Well, they're both
Wasn't
uncles.
this 1996?
95.
95? It's too late, man.
It is too late for your mullet.
You're already lame.
Superman has PTSD, but they don't address it. It's more like Superman just has recurring nightmares in which he is a child and he's at the farm and he has nightmares.
Yeah.
And
But a monster uppercutted him until he dies.
more or less, basically, there's this survey ship, and they find the asteroid, and they're like, "Cool, an asteroid. We can use the ore within it to make whatever. We could sell the shit that we're gonna pull from it."
Gold and platinum and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they pull it in, and it's fucking Doomsday.
I was lucky that they grabbed a really expensive, fucking comet to strap Doomsday to.
No, they're all valuable. They all
Exactly.
have metals and stuff.
It's just this one happened to be the size of a large gray monster, so they were like, "Ooh,
No, the
cool."
monster's strapped to it.
No, I know.
They couldn't see him.
I'm saying the asteroid's rather
It's
large
big
and
enough to
preserved.
obscure, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't check out the backside of it when they...
No,
When they were-
they did not. And then they turn it around,
Even
and
though-
Doomsday's there.
Even though they're looking at the asteroid and it has all these fucking cables and ropes around it, it's never shown in any other picture.
Because
No.
they don't go all the way around. They like embed into the
Yeah,
side
no,
that he's
Cyborg
on
Superman
somehow
fused them
into the asteroid.
with
So
his
you
heat vision.
specifically couldn't see them from the opposite side.
It was a
Even
trick
though
this whole time.
If it's in space, it's not going to be stationary. It's going to be like tumbling. You know, like there's no object.
No,
moving in
no.
space
No.
like
No,
this.
Ho's got a really good throw.
It's just no. It is tumbling through space, but when they happen upon it,
No, but
they
they-
use a tractor beam to
to stop. So
to
they
stop
It's
it.
tumbling. They stop it right.
Yeah,
when
they
it's
see it on their
facing
view screen when it's facing away from them.
non-doomsday
Yes.
side toward them.
It's in a very tiny spiral.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, this salvage ship is heading to Apocalypse of all places,
Okay.
and they're gonna make trade with them and whatever.
There's human-like
Wait.
people going to apocalypse.
People trade with Apocalypse?
Well, these people do.
Yeah.
They're not quite humans. They're
Yeah, they're spacefaring humanoid creatures that look just like us.
Darkseid's a monster.
Well, all right, no, I mean Darkseid is the ruler of his own planet.
yeah. He's like Doom, right?
He's like Doctor Doom.
You know,
Yeah, only
it's a functioning
Doctor Doom
civilization in
plays
some
the
sense.
game better than Darkseid's like, I am God, and they're like, okay, God, well, are you going to sign for this form or what? And they're, he's like,
I don't think you realize we don't grow a ton of crops here.
Right.
but what's great about this comic, okay, so it's Superman. And
Yeah.
when they killed Superman, at that point, at first they were like, fuck Superman, because Lois and Clark, the New Adventures, Superman is calling the shots.
Right.
So let's bury the fucking, golden goose. And then after they had a unstoppable, bony, monstrous killing machine beat Superman to death, Superman comics were forever changed as much as, like, violence was depicted in more gory fashion than you would normally find in a typical comic book for Superman.
Yeah.
Like in The Return of Superman, when the cyborg Superman just
Annihilates
incinerates a group of survivors from
Yeah.
Coast City.
Yeah.
In this case, they see, they turn the asteroid around, and they're like, shit, it's Doomsday.
They
So
know who Doomsday is?
Yeah, they've heard about it. This is the monster that killed Superman.
And Superman is heard throughout the universe.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
And so they go, get it out of here. And so
Right.
they have they're the most intelligent, like, characters in a horror movie I've ever seen in my life. They're like, oh, it's the monster that kills everybody. Get it the shit out of here. And they literally go, like, it's not like the tractor beam's going to go too slow. And he takes out his laser gun and he fires it at the asteroid. It's like, push it
Okay.
out the fucking window.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it breaks a couple of the cables. And Doomsday wakes up, grabs one of the cables, and then whips it at one of the guys and tears him in half with it.
Oh shit!
And he screams, "Aye."
Yeah.
wow.
And then he kills everyone on the ship,
Right.
and the ship was already set to go to Apocalypse, so
Right.
Doomsday's headed for Apocalypse.
Going to apocalypse.
So-
So he can't manipulate the controls.
Now, he is a mindless monster.
I am okay with this plan.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
he'll
kinda
kill Darkseid or
Or
annihilate
Darkseid will
Apocalypse.
kill Darkseid will kill
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Either
And,
way, we win.
yeah.
Uh,
This is the best Superman story so far.
Yeah.
He just stays at home.
Exactly. No, he doesn't. He instead goes to Lois's apartment, because whatever.
Is that Lois?
That's Lois. She's wearing, like, a cute little, like, sleeper outfit. And he's basically like, I have these recurring nightmares about Doomsday. I know that the cyborg Superman, who turned out to be Hank Henshaw, who's actually a bad guy, he threw him into space. I have to go find him. I have to.
Doomsday?
Yes.
Why?
Because I need to face my murderer. Superman died, and then by the time he woke up, Doomsday was gone. He could never just. He needs that kind of cathartic
Okay.
moment. Almost like going to the gravesite of somebody that means something
Right.
to you. Like, he needs to go through a ceremony of some kind in order to reconcile it. Also, he's like, I came back to life too. Like,
Right,
maybe
maybe Doomsday
he's
could
back.
come back, right.
And if he is, like, I have to make sure that I stop him.
Like maybe he was in a healing coma.
And in fact, there's reason to suspect that he might be.
Ah.
So, anyway, the salvage ship goes to Apocalypse.
What a bad plan for Superman.
Oh, yeah, it's a terrible plan.
Look, this is not like the championship title where you lose and you're like, no, but I still have a shot and maybe I can win. You fucking die.
Yeah, he will beat you to death again. Because if he
There's
didn't...
no reason he wouldn't.
Yeah, he's a monster. So they go to Apocalypse, and they send one guy in. They're like, it's a derelict ship. We don't know what's happened. The crew's unresponsive. We got to send somebody in. And the one guy's like, all right, guys, I'm going to do this. Like, he's like, for some reason, he's like really into this moment. And they're like, what a fucking dork. And then his severed head goes over their heads. And they're like, nope. Like, it's weird how much cavalier gore is in this Superman comic.
Yeah.
Then Doomsday starts slaughtering everybody.
Oh, he impales a guy on
His shoulder spike.
shoulder spike.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to try to kill these people.
No.
I'm all thumbs here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God!
Oh, I was just looking for the release, but no.
Oh, I learned my lesson after I got thrown into space. Oh no, I just want to be good.
Please don't come near me. I'm just covered in death.
Darkseid catches wind of it because he rules the goddamn place.
Right.
And, Darkseid's like, Feh,
Right. I don't care about.
I am Darkseid. So if you lowly technicians and, subjects of my greatness will die, it will only be a matter of time before I kill him with my Omega beams.
Right. Okay.
And so
It's kind of a good plan.
Darkseid just lets wave after wave of soldiers and zealots that work for him and believe in him, like, throw their dead bodies at Doomsday. It turns out that Cyborg Superman had a reason for sending Doomsday into space. He placed a little device on Doomsday's shoulder that held his consciousness.
Oh my.
And once it came in contact with any technology, it was able to build a new body
A new cyborg
for
body.
him. Yes.
Okay.
So
we get Doomsday and Cyborg Superman.
and
back
Cyborg
in the
Superman,
same book.
they come right back to life in the same issue, and Superman's got to fight them both. Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
And Darkseid's in this book too.
Right.
So you can tell this book is
Forget.
epic. And maybe if it were made like 10 years ago, it would have been bigger.
Right.
In this, it's just 3 issues, and it's like you're more like, how's Superman going to solve this problem? It's not as like, oh no.
Yeah, but it should be. It makes it like the fact that he can apparently defeat this problem in 3 books.
Yeah.
Is like, oh, so all those guys are kind of like not that big a deal.
Yes, that actually ruins Doomsday. This is the book that destroys Doomsday and his mystique.
So
and
let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Cyborg Superman, who was on Earth,
Yes.
surrounded by technology,
Yeah.
says, "I'm going to put my consciousness on a comet, on a little asteroid,
Well, on Doomsday.
on Doomsday.
Yeah.
Throw him into space.
Yes. Yeah.
Where more than likely he will either careen into nothing forever, or he will fall into the gravity of a sun and get burned up into nothing.
Yeah, but Cyborg Superman, who was a space explorer, knows that there are ships elsewhere. It's also more of an insurance policy. Like, his plan is to
Yeah, he's not
to
planning
win.
to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But should I die, I got this insurance policy. And what better place to put your consciousness than an unstoppable killing machine that doesn't know it's there?
Sure, but why didn't he just sprinkle his consciousness also onto like all kinds of robots and stuff on Earth?
Who knows that?
Exactly.
Well, who says he didn't?
Oh, god damn it.
He didn't. Cyborg Superman just starts fucking laying waste to Apocalypse 2, and Desaad,
Just for no
who is-
reason, he's just like, I'm gonna wreck shit.
Yep, fuck him.
I'm pissed.
Well, no, he's not. He's not like a mindless monster either.
Oh.
He's like, no, I want to basically take over.
Okay.
But he also realizes that he lost. He
well,
has to.
does he know?
If he wakes
It's
up,
his consciousness.
if he wakes up there, he's like, shit. I guess I died.
But
Didn't
it was
work
his
for me.
consciousness from before he was in trouble on Earth.
Okay.
Does it-
It should be, but this Cyborg Superman remembers everything.
What? How? How does the information from what happened to him on Earth after he sent himself into space
Transmit to the other thing.
to himself?
Well, you see,
in
when
space?
he was destroyed, he sent out a distress beacon
Sent
that
out a
uploaded
beacon
the
that he
consciousness.
uploaded,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Superman basically he's basically looking for access to a mother box, which is a new Genesis technology that at this point is more or less Ziggy from Quantum Leap, Al's
it's like a
communicator.
computer.
Yeah.
For all you kids out there who remember Quantum Leap, it's just like a little box. In the New 52, it's a fucking...
Beep, beep.
Yep. In New 52, it's a fucking box.
The cube.
It's a cube
Yeah.
that you must like. It's like a goddamn puzzle box.
Only terror doesn't jump out.
Right. In 1995, a mother box is just a phone.
Yeah, but then they invented smartphones. It's like,
Oh,
now
that's
it doesn't matter.
stupid.
it's not exciting or interesting
Yeah,
anymore.
so, they invent this mother box, and it's cool, and it also opens boom tubes, which is how folk from New Genesis and New Gods in general travel across the cosmos without, dying of old age. He goes to the house of, okay, so, it's fucking weird. Matt Ryder is the guy that Superman is going to.
Okay.
That's the suburban house that he's visiting.
Okay.
But he knows that Matt Ryder is a child who doesn't have any understanding of Superman or his future dealings in time. So Superman's plan is he's going to tell the little boy about how he needs to go deal with Doomsday. Actually, it's more like, I don't even think he plans on going to space. I think his plan is he needs to he's like, you guys are in charge, the linear men are in charge of time, and they know everything. I just want to ask you if Doomsday's still alive before I go out into space.
So he knows this kid is
He knows that Matt Ryder is a member of the linear men.
Okay.
It's a Back to the Future, not Back to the Future. It's a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure moment where you talk to someone in the present, but because of time travel, in the future they'll know it.
Yes.
So they'll come back in time right at that moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's gonna go, but he hasn't entered the house yet. And then Matt Ryder and Wave Rider show up, and and they're like, "What are you doing in my house?" I remember when Superman came to my house for no reason.
Well,
even though I haven't knocked on your door
but didn't
or done
I tell
anything
you
yet.
why I came to your house?
Yes, but you haven't. They showed up before.
Yeah, but I showed up.
They showed up before he told them. They don't address it. He doesn't talk to the child. It should be a paradox. It isn't. We have to move on. This book is too long already. Superman basically says, I need to know. And they're like, we can't tell you. We guard time. We
don't tell people about what happened to the monsters that killed them.
Exactly. So you're just going to have to fucking sit with it. Sorry, pal. And it's
so
funny.
we really came here for no reason.
Yes.
No, I came here to stop you from terrorizing a little boy.
Right. And
Yeah.
we needed to be in the book at this moment.
We need to establish that Wave Rider will later show up in this book.
Ah.
And it's funny because there's a moment where Matt Ryder's father comes outside. He's like, Superman, what the hell's going on here? And Superman's like, oh great, we're caught by your father, Matt. And Matt's like, oh no, as a member of the Linear Man, both of us can't be seen by people from the past except when we want to be.
Oh.
So you just look like a jackass who showed up to this guy's house for no reason, and
And
you're
who's now talking to nobody.
Yup.
Oh no, Superman showed up at my house. I better chase him off my lawn. How about you get a goddamn signature and maybe post for a photo?
Yeah. Superman.
Come on, son. Everyone come out. We're going to shake Superman's hand.
Yeah. So it's funny. Superman is basically like, you guys are this line. You guys are a real pain. Do me a favor and stay out of my way from now on. Because he's like, I hate time travel, and I hate you self-important 90s time-traveling characters. Do me a favor and don't complicate my comic books anymore.
Do me a favor and don't try to go to my house when I'm a child, Superman. You started it. What the
He
fuck
might
is
as
wrong
well have
with
said
you?
that. But then Wave Rider says, Superman, you must be careful about the path you're heading down, because it could lead to an apocalypse. I say it could lead to apocalypse. Anyway, I'll see you later.
Yeah, you got to be careful about apocalypses.
That's awesome.
There's always a dark side to an apocalypse.
So Superman decrypts this intelligent, brilliant plan, and then Darkseid's like, basically all of Darkseid's fucking subjects like, there's Armageddon is here.
Yeah,
like
we can't stop it.
We can't stop it, and we're all gonna die. And Darkseid's like, fine, Omega beams, and doesn't kill Doomsday, and Doomsday fucking mops the floor with Darkseid.
Well, if it doesn't kill him, then he should use his Omega Sanction.
Yeah, it's such a big time.
No, I have a backup for when this doesn't work. Gone.
They haven't invented that yet.
I haven't invented the Omega Sanction yet.
Yep.
I haven't developed that power
Yeah.
that I only used one time.
So
This is not my final form. I'm sorry.
no, in fact, the only thing that he tries to step up is, he says something like, "Egads, you've survived my Omega beams, but no one has survived my Omega beams at point blank range." And then Doomsday just kicks him in the chin, and then just beats the shit out of him. It's fucking awesome.
Oh no, physical contact! My weakness!
It's the Darkseid. It's funny because I remember, later on, when people were like, Darkseid, oh, Darkseid. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Doomsday kicked the shit out of him in 1995. Like, I have this 3-volume set where Doomsday just mops the floor with him. He literally acts like a jackass and then tries one move. It fails.
So he tries it again.
It's like playing a troll in Street Fighter. Like, I did my Hadouken. I don't understand what else I could do.
No, I stay on this side of the
What if
board.
I do the Hadouken right next to you? Oh, well, you're too close. I've already got you now.
I've grappled and rolled you.
Yeah.
And I threw you over my head.
Yeah, you're dead. So Darkseid's like, well, that's it. God's dead. We're fucked.
All hail new leader Doomsday.
Yeah, right?
They might as well, but no.
It's Apocalypse. That
He just
makes
wants to kill
sense.
us all. Damn.
Darkseid basically, yeah, exactly. So Darkseid calls the Justice League headquarters, who, conveniently enough, has only one member of the Justice League there, and it's the lamest character ever named Maxima, and it doesn't come with Superman, so it doesn't matter. So anyway, Darkseid basically says, like, do you have any fucking information about how to kill Doomsday? And they're like, you can't. And he's like, fuck. And Superman's like, hey, Darkseid, what's going on over there? He's like, oh, nothing. Click. And
What a coincidence.
so
It's like,
so Superman's like,
I know
these pieces are all falling into place. First of all, Wave Rider makes some weirdo reference that I can't quite decipher, and Darkseid says that Doomsday's on Apocalypse and killing everybody.
Well, who's Darkseid?
Darkseid is just a lowly second in command for Darkseid, and by second in command, I just mean like he is one of the only like lieutenants that survives Darkseid's reign.
Okay.
He looks like the Emperor, but in a fuchsia outfit.
Oh. Why
And-
would they even take his call? He's
For-
like a bad guy.
I would take it out of morbid curiosity.
Ah.
Be like, Darkseid, what the fuck do you want, man?
Okay.
You know, he'd be like, well, I just wanted to fucking tell you that Moon, like, damn it, another prank call from Apocalypse. Click.
Why do I keep taking this?
Yeah, I don't know why. No, it's just because they never call.
Right.
You know? So, anyway, Cyborg Superman hangs out with Doomsday while Doomsday, like, lays waste to Darkseid.
And he doesn't attack Cyborg Superman?
No. And who knows why? Maybe it's because of his close proximity to Doomsday. Maybe because he was birthed off of his back. I don't know.
Maybe because he's not trying to fight Doomsday. He
It
just
could
stays
be.
away from him. Doomsday's like, okay, well,
Yeah,
you're not trying to punch me, so...
Although, I think that research team
No.
Oh, yeah.
that boarded the ship...
No, they were trying to shoot his asteroid off the
No,
ship.
the
that
second
was the
research
actual-
team.
Oh,
Yeah.
the second research team.
They just went on.
The ones that just
Well,
entered the building.
They got too close.
I mean, that's probably what's going on.
Cyborg Superman even looks kind of
Like
Superman.
Yeah, but we established that, in fact, Doomsday doesn't see Superman when he battles him.
He doesn't see him?
No. And we'll see why. So anyway, one boom tube ride later, Superman's in Apocalypse.
So wait, where does he get a boom tube?
Oh, when he's at the JLA headquarters, they're like, here's a boom. Here's a mother box, go.
Oh, they have them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, Maximo's got like 10.
Actually, I think he goes to New Genesis and Oberon's like here. Oberon's one of the members of New Gods, and he's like, "You're gonna have a mother box because you're Superman. It's cool. You can go."
Right.
Because like they don't
But,
just pass out mother boxes.
But
Right.
don't just hand it to anybody.
Don't
please.
give it. Don't share that technology with anybody. Please.
Batman's like, I already took it.
Yeah, Batman's like, I fucking reverse engineer that shit. Anyway, so Superman goes. He gets, and he assumes, by the way, he doesn't see Doomsday on the view screen originally. He just saw that like Cyborg Superman was fucking up everything, and he's like, oh shit, Cyborg Superman's back. I gotta go fight him.
Okay.
So he goes to Apocalypse, and
I wonder why they were talking about Doomsday, though.
yeah, so he fights Cyborg Superman, and then Cyborg Superman like uses his like techno powers, because now Cyborg Superman like is a computer character who can like interface with any technology and build anything he wants. So like he plugs himself into the computer, repairs the monitor, and then displays the Doomsday's there, and Superman has like a fucking like panic attack.
Oh, God. All right.
So while Superman is getting his ass kicked by Cyborg Superman, and while Cyborg Superman is monologuing at him, Darkseid says, "Nah, while you're both distracted, I shall open up a boom tube and send Doomsday away! Problem solved! Doomsday's elsewhere." The end. So,
Wait, why didn't they do that in the first
Yeah,
place?
couldn't he do that at any time?
well, Darkseid was like, "Don't send him someplace, I'll just kill him with my Omega Beams." And by the time Darkseid was fucking getting his ass kicked by Doomsday, if Darkseid had opened up a boom tube, it would have taken Doomsday and Darkseid.
Yeah, but why does he have to wait for Superman to fight Cyborg Superman to do
Yeah,
that?
how do I destroy
What is
him?
that? Cyborg Superman and
Never
Superman
mind.
have nothing to do
I
with
think
sending...
it's because
Doomsday to a boom tube.
when Cyborg Superman repairs the console to gloat at
Oh,
Superman,
then he can
then
use the
Darkseid has access to the technology and opens it up.
So where did he send Doomsday?
He sent him to a distant planet we'd never seen before,
Oh.
to Calaton, a previously unestablished civilization and world. But don't worry, we'll learn all about Calaton in a minute.
Oh, boy.
So Yeah,
So Darkseid parlays with Superman.
more or less.
Actually, it looks like
Darkseid.
Superman saves Darkseid's life.
Yes, Superman knows that Darkseid's wounds cannot be healed by conventional medicine,
Oh,
so he uses Mother Box to fix him
why?
because he can't let anyone die on his watch. So Superman saves Darkseid. Little does he know that if Darkseid were to die, he would turn into a black hole that would absorb all of life because of his hate.
Oh,
But,
thank God.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Superman doesn't let that happen.
That's
But,
why it's important that Superman save people, because you never know. They
never
might
know.
turn into a black hole when they
Yeah.
die.
So then Wave Rider shows up and he's like, you've decrypted my message. And Superman's like, yeah, thanks. And Wave Rider's like, okay, cool. So what's up? Like, he literally offers no solutions or ideas. And Superman's like, I need to know about Doomsday.
What about Cyborg Superman?
Oh, he just starts like... Desaad starts like bringing in parademons to attack Cyborg Superman, and Cyborg Superman uses the city's defenses against them, and so Cyborg Superman is busy.
Oh, he's just preoccupied.
He is distracted
with the forces of
of Apocalypse.
Okay.
So Doomsday basically says like, I need to know about Doomsday. I need to know everything about him. And Wave Rider's like, well, I happen to like know that.
Okay.
And Superman's like, well, then tell me.
Because
So this is where they establish where Doomsday comes from.
Yes.
Because they never did before.
No, he was just a rage monster that killed people.
yeah.
The first time you see Doomsday, he is in a crate under the earth wearing a weird green suit with one arm tied behind his back.
Yeah.
And these goggles.
And weird goggles. I love that suit, by the way. I think that looks so much cooler than his stupid bony gray suit, but
Yeah.
whatever. So anyway, Wave Rider just like fires information at Superman.
He downloads it like he's in the
No, I've seen DC books before. What we're seeing here is time.
We are seeing time.
Right.
We go back to this distant planet, this irradiated red planet, and it's like a wasteland. It's like the surface of Mars, but with more rocks and naturally occurring monstrous predators that like live all outside the wasteland. And within this bubble is this weirdo science academy run by this oddly designed alien named Bertrand.
Okay.
And Bertrand is developing the ultimate weapon. And his team of geneticists that look like human beings help him grow like a guy. And they basically grow like this baby.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, this baby is genetically superior. They're basically making Khan.
Like a genetically enhanced.
And genetically enhanced super human that is bred for war.
Okay.
Right? And they're like, let's see how it goes. So they fire the baby into the wilderness. And it is torn apart by monsters.
Yikes.
So then when the monsters go away for the day, they send a research team to collect the material, and then they regrow it from the new material. And somehow, the baby becomes more and more resistant to each thing that kills it. And as they keep making a copy of a copy of a copy, the baby becomes more gray and monstrous and Doomsday-like.
That's not how that works.
No, it's natural selection.
No, you need a population for natural selection to work. All with slightly different variations of genes, and then the fittest ones survive.
Yeah.
You can't take one thing and kill it,
Yep.
and then have it like get better.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
once in a while-
we don't cure it. We take the remaining
Yeah.
material and then we regrow it
No,
from that
that
material.
And then-
material is the same DNA as the
you,
one that died.
you rely on mutations at that point, random mutations, and see if it's better.
No, in fact, they don't even do either of those things. In this, they just say that each time it is resurrected, it has a resistance, a built-in resistance to the thing that killed it last.
Maybe something that killed it imprinted onto it?
Oh my god. You're doing it now.
Some piece of those monsters
Imprinted onto him. I mean, look at the monsters that are killing him.
Yeah, jeez.
They're all spiky.
So however
spiky.
it works, it has nothing to do with genetics.
Then they made Doomsday, and then he shows up and kills everybody.
Naturally.
As you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bertrand is surprised as hell by that. He's like, you can't kill me, I'm your father. And then Doomsday fucking slaughters him.
Yep.
So Doomsday already has all of these spikes all over him.
Yes.
I thought these spikes grew.
Yes. You did.
When
Yeah.
he was fighting Superman.
Yeah, no. They broke through the... Nope. They just
They just fucking forgot.
Except they don't, because later... So Doomsday steals a ship and somehow manages to pilot it out of where they grew him, and he winds up landing on that other planet.
something?
Yeah,
Wait.
Calaton.
Calaton, the same planet that he just got sent to in the present?
Yes. But when he
So
was
was
grown...
it a coincidence that he got fucking sent
It was
there?
a coincidence that he was sent there.
Fucking what?
Hey. You know, sometimes these things happen.
Yeah. It just so happens that he was sent to the same place that... Well,
That he visited previously?
Yes.
I mean,
When he escaped from his home planet?
That's right.
Isn't it a weird coincidence that Superman is suddenly having nightmares about a monster that, killed him, and he's like, I have to face him?
And then he wakes up.
It just turns out that monster is actually still alive.
Well, no, it just
and
happens that monster
can be
woke
found.
up at that moment. Like, Doomsday is resurrected at the same
presumably he could have
time.
been having those nightmares for years, and we only saw, or for months, and we only saw the one that corresponds with it, because that's the one that's relevant to the book.
That's true. That's less convenient
It's
than
more
the
like
other
a
thing.
story choice to, show us that nightmare.
Yeah.
This is fucking unbelievable, assuming there has to be, billions of planets.
Yeah, there are.
And the Apocalypse people could have sent him to any one of them.
Yeah, but
I
why would
know.
they send him to, an uninhabited planet when they could wreak destruction on something
Fine,
else?
there's probably thousands of inhabited planets.
Yes. Anyway, so Doomsday flies the ship to Calaton.
Okay.
And
Maybe Doomsday's been to every planet. So
they do imply that Doomsday is rampaging across the...
Yeah,
the-
so
the
whatever
cosmos.
planet they sent him to, they could have told the story about the time that Doomsday was there previously.
Yes, only at this time, when he goes to Calaton, the Science Council pours all of their energy in... They create a guy to kill Doomsday called the Radiant, and he's made up of all the energy of the planet or something. And the Radiant...
Okay. What kind of energy? Like nuclear energy?
It just
Or
says energy.
All right. Moving on.
So,
He's not is he the planet? Is he like the embodiment of the planet?
You could say
he
that
like
he's
the-
like that.
Is the planet alive? Like an
But
avatar?
they don't even bother to explain that. No, it's not, because they use machines and crap.
Oh, okay.
And then, the Radiant, a creature of literal... He's just born of energy. He's not a guy who's bombarded by energy. He's just... They put all the energy into one place, and it becomes a sentient being that, has vocabulary and muscles and...
Because energy does that.
Also looks
It
like a
naturally creates
person.
intelligence.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
the Radiant, for all intents and purposes, kills Doomsday.
And they put him in his
And they put
outfit
him-
that we see.
They put him into a ceremonial Calatonian burial suit.
And shoot him into space.
Yes. They put him in a pod, They put him in the fucking box that he was in the first issue that he appears in.
I'm amazed we
It's
don't
in a
have
pod.
more Calatonian corpses
We should.
scattering the universe.
Well, actually, they sent him on a course that should have drifted aimlessly through space forever, but rogue asteroid fields being what they are, it
Got
knocked...
damaged. Or...
Yep, it got damaged and it landed
Why
on
didn't they
Earth.
just send him into the sun?
Cyborg Superman starts attacking.
Or
Why?
He used them as fair to cross
I
the
thought
river
Cyber
Styx.
Superman was busy.
He was, and then he
stopped being
and then he
busy.
took over
Then
the
he
city.
finished, yeah.
He used his engineering,
won.
powers and took over the city.
So he owns Apocalypse.
Yes, and then he uses it because he finds out that Darkseid's awake and he's fine. He's like, "Fuck this," and he fires nukes at the city.
Oh. The one he just took
And by
over?
nukes, I mean apocalyptic and
Yeah, whatever. Really powerful missiles.
They're
Yeah.
they're even worse than our nukes. They're
like
space
nukes
nukes.
times 1,000.
That's right. And
They're
yeah,
omega nukes. How are they not called that?
yeah, I don't know. They should be. But yeah, the plan, I guess, is to kill the population of Apocalypse and
Right.
whatever. So
Fuck
Superman's like, "Fuck that! I gotta stop it."
Right.
So he flies over to the missiles, and he can't stop them.
What?
He tries to stop them, he can't. But then the Omega beams come and they blow up the nukes.
Why didn't Superman use his heat vision against them?
Because they're not. First of all, because they're too strong,
Oh,
and because his heat vision ain't no Omega beams.
I see.
So, yeah. So Superman's like, "Wow, cool! Thanks a lot, Darkseid." And
Well,
then,
if your Omega beams can blow up these missiles, which my heat vision can't even do, and you couldn't kill Doomsday with your Omega beams.
then
so
I'm fucked.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, there's no chance I can do anything.
that's right.
Also,
The fact is, Superman cannot beat Doomsday.
didn't Darkseid or didn't Doomsday get stronger when Superman hit him with heat vision?
No.
No, I must be thinking.
Wouldn't
of someone
he?
Else.
Yeah. No, he just... No, I mean, well, the thing is...
Because he got more
Superman-
and more, the more he fought him, the more hulked out and
No, that's just his body reacting to the aggressor.
Yeah, shouldn't every time Superman fights Doomsday, Doomsday gets more resistant to Superman's attacks, and
Yes.
he should have less chance of beating him?
Yeah,
right.
So having been attacked by
Omega beams. He should be resistant to Omega beams.
Super powerful now, because those are super powerful.
That's right. And he is.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's impossible to beat.
Oh, okay.
And so anyway, they kill Hank Henshaw. Fucking Darkseid's like, Omega beams! And they can't kill Doomsday. I know they can kill that guy! And literally, Superman like breaks into the command center where, Henshaw is, and he basically just says, like, you can't beat me, I'm in all the technology, like, I'm a, blah, blah, blah. And Superman's like, yeah, but Omega beams. And he grabs Cyborg Superman and he just puts him in front of the Omega beams. And
wait, so he'll kill Cyborg Superman, but he's to
technically
save
not
Darkseid?
even alive.
That's like
He's
killing
got the
Brainiac.
consciousness of an actual person in him.
What's funny is it doesn't kill him, it just, like, fucks him up a little bit. Because Darkseid is weakened, you see.
Yeah, and burns his hair off.
Yeah.
And now he's like Lex Luthor and hates Superman.
Yeah, his hair is burned off, and then he like taps into the fucking technology of the command center, and he makes himself into like a cool mech monster.
Oh.
But don't worry, because then Darkseid just like powers up more and then blows him up.
He just hits him even harder with his Omega beams.
Summons the will to be a little stronger than before. He runs so fast that he defeats Cyborg Superman.
I'm seeing a pattern in DC.
He uses more Omega beams than he ever used before.
What if I stare really hard?
Yeah. Well, I get maybe it's the Darkseid always like he goes like at like 10% Omega beams because like they're so powerful. They want to overkill it.
Yeah,
I guess you should have gone 100% power
on
with fucking Doomsday.
What are you doing? Except he would have just come back and then been resistant to Omega beams.
to even more, but yeah.
No, he would have had to have been built again from a genetic lab. So that's
true. But no, it's not. No, because that's how
Now he just seems to
Doomsday wakes up.
adapt.
He just adapts. Yeah, it's evolution. Except it's not
Within
at all.
a single being.
Yeah.
Somehow.
So they kill Cyborg Superman. Superman's like, "What the fuck, man? You killed Cyborg Superman? It's bullshit."
Even though I just put him in front of your Omega beams a second ago.
Yeah, but he knew
I knew
that
somehow that wouldn't
he
kill
knew
him.
that those Omega beams were weaker than the attack that he used.
really because that seems like a really big risk.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Superman's a big, huge hypocrite in this issue. But like, so yeah, Superman's like, well, I guess I got to go to Calaton and fight Doomsday, and Wave Rider and Darkseid and Desaad are like, you'll never make it, Superman. Why don't you just give up now?
He's on another planet. Just let him wreck that planet and go home. Your planet's fine.
Yeah, this isn't your planet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Superman is pissed.
Yeah, he is
He's going sleeveless.
Well, they got burned off by Cyborg Superman.
Yeah, with this fucking mullet billowing in the wind.
Now I look like a 90s action hero.
Yeah, but it's funny because
You know who didn't have a mullet at this time?
Batman.
Superman in Lois and Clark.
Yes.
It's the thing that they're supposedly like trying to deal with.
Yeah, and he, as you pointed out, like his costume's ripped and he's just ready to go. And Mother Box, because Mother Boxes are sentient as well.
Oh.
Mother Box senses that Superman like is not prepared for battle, so Mother Box whips up a really cool and rad '90s costume for Superman.
She makes him a combination of Cable and Gambit.
Yes.
Whoa.
Look at all.
Does she cut his hair?
No, she stuffed it into his Gambit mask.
Oh, so she gave him like utility belts and shit.
Look at all those straps and belts
Wow.
and buckles and pouches.
What are in those pouches? Nothing.
I don't know. No, he does have stuff in them.
Oh, really?
okay.
Yeah. He
Oh,
has,
that's
like,
interesting.
He has like a lightsaber and stuff.
Oh shit! All right.
Yep.
Let's see it.
Yeah, let's go.
A lightsaber?
Yeah, well, they don't call it a lightsaber, but it's a
I
laser
understand.
sword.
It's a laser
laser
sword,
sword.
but he's got fucking heat vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his heat vision can't even hurt Doomsday. So
He does
Then
try.
I hardly
Maybe
doubt
he needs
that
a
a laser sword is going to do it.
Well, it's a super laser sword. It's made of the same stuff as Omega beams.
And those were so.
It's an Omega
freaking
sword.
work-
Yeah, like you said,
That'd be
he was
cool.
operating at 10% power when he hit Doomsday.
We don't know that. I was just speculating. Anyway, they go to Calaton, and Wave Rider comes too because he's like, "Fuck it,
I've
I've already broken all the rules."
I may as well get a front row seat.
Yeah.
So they go to Calaton. Calaton is devastated, but the Radiant is still alive.
I was gonna say, why didn't they send the Radiant?
They
back?
immediately send the Radiant, and the Radiant attacks him, but Doomsday is immune to the Radiant.
Because he already fought him.
Yeah. So then Doomsday kills the Radiant.
Oh.
There's a little fight.
And
you're
then
like,
the planet
oh.
dies because that's
Well,
the
then he
energy
kills-
of the planet.
Yes.
And then he also kills Superman
Well,
really?
because...
Well, they use the energy to summon the Radiant, but they're still like generators and stuff. But Doomsday's going to attack the generators that'll kill the planet.
Ah.
We don't know if he's doing it on purpose or if he's just like kind of going towards things that he like. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But like
So he beats Darkseid, he beats the Radiant.
yes, being made of pure energy.
And he beat the Radiant because he had already been beaten by the Radiant.
That's right.
So now he's going to beat Superman, who was the person who kind of beat him last time.
Yes. Yeah, Superman did kill him. Superman
Yeah.
punched
So
him to
he
death.
should now be immune to Superman.
That's right.
There should be no way for this book to end other than Superman being killed.
That's right.
Yeah.
All
Watch how it
Let's
doesn't.
see what goes.
And then there's this very Superman moment where he says, "Burn!"
Whoa.
Yeah, that's something I hear Superman say all the time.
Fires up his fucking heat vision
with his red eyes.
and blasts Doomsday with like the maximum output of his heat vision.
Oh.
And then Doomsday throws a rock at him.
Okay.
Which-
because the
just-
heat vision does nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
Right.
So then,
Because it already would have.
then we established that Doomsday has some new nifty powers, like he could fire his bones.
Oh my god.
Wait, like rope?
Yeah. So his knuckle bones
Shoot
out like a Ghost Rider weapon.
And they go right through Superman.
Yeah, right through his
They
shoulder.
pretend that Superman's not even a little bit invulnerable.
There's a lot
That's
of
right.
connective tissue and cartilage in this, I assume.
And Superman like pulls them out, and then like he's dragged by them, and it's a mess. The fight is bizarre.
Well, so okay, there's still a lot of book left.
Don't worry, these are all collective volume. Like, no, it ends like here.
Oh, okay.
So
That was.
yeah,
Does he kill? Okay, let me just predict here. Does he kill him by using his own like broken off bones to like stab through?
That'd be cool.
Because the only thing he's vulnerable to is his own.
is himself?
Body.
No.
Fuck.
That'd have
would've
been good.
What do
That
you
would have
think?
been really good. I'm guessing that Wave Rider will use time to unmake Doomsday.
Well, like you mean go back in time?
Oh, revert him to a previous iteration where he's vulnerable.
Oh, that'd be cool too.
I was just thinking, like,
That
go
does not
back
happen.
and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to that planet and
Kill that scientist.
to keep the scientists from making Doomsday.
That'd be amazing. Nope, doesn't happen.
All right.
Superman fires some sonic gun from his like nifty cool costume. Doomsday is affected by them because he's never been defeated by Sonics before, and then his ears fill up with bones.
Oh.
So now he's deaf.
Yeah.
So now he's deaf.
And then I punched him in the mouth, and his mouth filled up with bones, and now he can't breathe.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I
Nope.
figured it out. I have to suffocate him with his own
Tricked his
body.
into killing
Yeah.
itself.
So then Wave Rider attacks Doomsday, but he doesn't really attack him because he can't really do anything
He doesn't have
effective.
attacks. Yeah.
No, but he like freezes time or something. More or less, he is able to see the world through Doomsday's eyes.
Okay.
And when he does, he sees that that Doomsday sees Superman as Bertrand,
Oh.
the guy who created him.
Oh.
'Cause-
Interesting.
Because Bertram created him and
And
killed him
over and over
thousands
again.
of times.
Right, so he's just crazy.
So he's made crazy from his like numerous, like more or less that like some part of him remembers each time he died. So Superman says that doesn't make any sense. I didn't have anything to do with his creation. I never had anything to do with his genetic experiments, unless the planet that you told me about, where he was created, was Krypton.
What?
That like basically Doomsday only sees Superman as Bertram because they have like a genetic connection.
But-
Because Doomsday was created on like a proto Krypton, like before
Yeah,
everything
but
was.
Superman doesn't look like Bertrand.
No, but Doomsday
He looks like Superman.
maybe like Bertram, like maybe Doomsday is connected. Like when he sees another Kryptonian, that's when he sees Bertram.
That's the part I'm confused about. Why does Bertrand look like that? If he's the same thing as
That's
Superman.
exactly right. I don't know. There's literally no reason.
He
or
looks like a totally different species.
He does.
Yeah.
And he's not from Krypton.
Oh, but Doomsday can sense that they both were on Krypton at some point in their
They have the
lives.
same
Well,
smell.
they're both born from They're both born on Krypton.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Bertrand wasn't.
No, I mean
No,
Doomsday, and
Doomsday
Superman.
was.
Yeah, but I mean Bertrand wasn't Kryptonian. So there's something about the fact that Bertrand was on Krypton.
Maybe?
And Superman was on Krypton,
Well-
so they looked the same or it seemed the same.
Actually,
like smell.
Smell is
Well,
the
he does
strongest
say-
The
sense
stank
tied to
of
memory.
Krypton is all over you.
And you're like,
Basically-
oh, that place. Oh, that guy.
Yes. He basically says that like Doomsday senses that Superman was on Krypton, or that Superman is Kryptonian. the energy blast of the like generators sends Wave Rider into like a feedback loop that like either destroys him or like throws him through time or something. In any case, Wave Rider's gone or dead. It looks like he melts. He kind of has the Barry Allen effect during
Yeah,
that
he's like,
Crisis of the Universe.
Yeah.
So Wave Rider is destroyed, but Superman isn't.
No.
No, because Superman's Superman.
Yeah, he's Wave Rider. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, Wave Rider's just a fucking time traveler.
Yeah.
Not like a god.
But there's a little wristband that Wave Rider used to travel through time, and that remained. So Superman takes it, puts it onto one of Doomsday's shoulder
No,
blades.
Wave Rider was bombarded by time energy, and
like
he...
these are the places you plant your flag, and the places that have no explanation and cannot be.
Yeah, no, well, he channeled all that into the...
Yeah,
into the
maybe he
bracelet.
did. Because, like, the fact is, he's like, I don't know how this fucking thing works, but my mother box probably does. So,
Okay.
the mother box interfaces with the little, like, thing.
The bracelet
With the
thing.
bracelet. And so, Superman and Doomsday get, like, rocketed through time.
He's
as you
got a
can
mother
see.
box. Just send Doomsday into a fucking sun.
Yeah, that would be cool, but he doesn't do that either. Instead,
Okay.
Superman and Mother Box decide to send Doomsday to the end of time.
Oh.
And Superman's like, I'll probably die, but fuck it if it kills Doomsday. So they literally go to the end of time where like everything is being unmade and destroyed.
Okay.
And then Wave Rider shows up.
Well, how does he show up? He lost his bracelet.
He actually goes there and takes it. He's like, hey!
How does he get there if he doesn't have it?
Because he's filled with time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
he is made of
So
the
he can
chronal
travel
energy.
through time with or without the bracelet.
Yeah,
the
the
bracelet's
bracelet's
really
just
a
Just
decoration.
vestigial, yeah.
A highly functional decoration.
Actually, it was just a really nice bracelet that he liked the look of.
No, we know the
By-
bracelet
no,
travels through
By
time!
wearing it so much, the chronal energy was
infused
infused
into the
it.
bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That makes more sense than anything else.
That's the best we could do.
No,
All
because
right.
Wave Rider is made of chronal energy.
Right.
Because time is infinite, he just pulls the energy together to reconstitute himself.
Oh.
That's his explanation.
Oh, okay.
But he is like, thanks for this bracelet, because now I can fucking take you and me out of here. So then, literally, they just...
You would have been so screwed.
yeah, you would have been fucked! So he basically just leaves, and then Doomsday is unmade along with everything else.
Okay.
And then
Sure.
Superman's like, hey, Wave Rider, could we grab a couple more people?
And
'Cause
drop
I
them
would
off.
like to drop them at the end of time.
Doomsday is not really a person.
Yeah.
Like, Doomsday is a mindless monster that, like, kills, and that's all he does.
Yeah,
and
there
knows
really
how to do
aren't. Are there other Superman villains that are
it. And in fact, Superman even complains about it.
about what?
He says, like,
Oh,
did we
about-
really need to kill him? Wave
really
Rider's
did
like,
take him to the
shut
end of
up.
time.
What? Superman was the one like, this is the day that it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he felt bad about it. He's like, that wasn't me talking. That was
my fear.
dreams. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my nightmares.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
So then,
So Doomsday's gone forever now, right?
yep.
And then Superman has that nightmare, and there's nothing there. But
And-
then Doomsday comes back from the end of time, like he grabs nothingness and opens it up and goes
Yeah.
and laughs again.
Yeah. No, he just, like, doesn't.
But he does come back, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, like 1,000 more times.
How? He was taken to the end of time.
Well, that's a story for another time. But we won't tell it because I don't like those stories. I think they're awful. But, yeah, so the end of the day, like, they drop off Doomsday at the end of time. It's their way of being, like, tying up the loose end of,
Okay.
like, throwing Doomsday into space and having him wake up at the end. They're like, we kill Doomsday at the end of
Yeah,
the story.
no, he's fucking gone forever.
You could tell that they were like, we're going to kill Doomsday at the end of this.
Yeah.
Because they took him to the end of time.
Yep.
Where
They're
everything
like, it's
dies.
final.
Yeah.
It's the most final thing. If
Yeah.
he comes back from this,
then we
there's
have
no rules anymore.
Yep, and there aren't. So
Thanks, DC.
time does factor in, but they go to the end of time.
Yeah.
And they just drop him off and leave.
All right.
And then Superman has like a little like, it is kind of like a revisit of the dream, but, he goes to the basement, he turns on the light, there's nothing there, he goes upstairs, he hugs his mom, and then he like wakes up and goes to Lois's house, and he's like, "Lah." Like, yay, life.
And then he bangs her at 10% power.
That's right.
As usual,
As he should, yeah.
so as to not destroy her.
Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey is collected in this nifty volume that also has the 2 other times that Doomsday returns from the dead. So you can
So
pick
my
it up.
question could be answered right now.
Yeah. But I'm not going to.
Oh.
So anyway, you can pick it up in the description box below this video if you feel like it.
Superman Doomsday. What a ride.
Superman Doomsday. Hunter Prey.
Hunter Prey.
Hunter Prey.
Hunter Prey.
Who's the
hunter? And who's the prey?
Superman's the hunter and the prey. Because he hunted Doomsday.
Right.
But he also had a snowball's chance in hell of killing him.
Right.
Even though I love the fact that he's lamenting this, but he's like, I'm the one that will take Doomsday to the end of time and drop him off.
Yes.
Does Superman have a death wish?
I mean, he
this
might.
book?
I mean, he seems to.
He almost didn't come back from the end of time, so yeah?
Yeah. He's like, oh no, this is the only.
I mean, he has recurring nightmares.
I'm willing to kill myself to stop this beam. He's like the other box.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't really have to do that.
No, I must face my demons. I must go into the deep, dark vacuum of space and battle the thing that killed me. Maybe, if it's even alive.
You understand, I'm too tempted by Maxima, and I love Lois, so no, I have to destroy myself.
Be beaten by a rage monster instead.
All right.
Anyway, there you go. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next week. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Ben.
All right, so we're at the end of the episode, but I thought we'd open up this this box here from the DC Legion of Collectors. It's their kind of loot crate service.
Is this our introduction to the League?
I hope so.
No,
Maybe
it's a Legion.
Oh, it's a Legion.
Damn it.
That's much less cool.
Yeah, I don't think they want us.
I doubt it. All right, so here we go.
But this is cool. So, like, if you like the idea of Loot Crate, but you
only want DC stuff.
Yeah, but you're a fan of DC. This is good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's open her up. Oh, that's kind of
that's
neat.
cool.
All right, first of all, there's some old school patterns of DC stuff in the box, but when you open it up, it greets you with a patch and a pin.
That's cool.
Nice.
You got a Supergirl patch
Nice.
and an Atom pin, both from their respective shows. Atom from Legends of Tomorrow. Supergirl from
pin.
the eponymous
Supergirl.
Supergirl. Here
I
you
guess
go.
that's Tiffany's. No.
Nope,
Okay.
Ben's.
No, it's Ben's now.
And
Yep.
all right, let's see what we got here. First of all, we have a T-shirt.
Ooh, a T-shirt.
Not bad.
Yes.
Crack it open.
Always.
While I pull out this Flash, the TV show comic book Oh no, it's just issue 123. But no,
No, it's a Legion of
the
Collectors.
Legion of Collectors specific.
So
Nice.
if you want
issue.
this variant,
You gotta get.
You got to get the Legion of Collectors. You got to
Yep.
go back in time and pick up the
ooh,
What do we get?
it's a Green Arrow T-shirt.
Nice.
box. Nice. That's cool.
That is cool.
It's very
Yeah,
cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good shirt.
I like it.
I think we
also-
might see someone wearing that
What
soon.
size?
I guarantee you.
Extra large.
It's me.
It's gonna be Sal's.
Well, they asked for a size, and I
Exactly.
gave them mine.
Last time we kept getting larges, and I kept getting the shirts by default.
Yeah. We also have this Jay Garrick pop vinyl
Nice.
figure.
That's awesome.
Yep. From the show.
Cool.
From the show?
I think it's the version from the show.
Wait, Jay Garrick's in the show?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. No, the Flash has big time comic
Oh man,
Wow.
lore.
you can
cool.
you can
Yeah.
get other versions of the Flash. But you can also get Captain Cold.
He's cool
I
now,
know.
apparently. And we got this Rock Candy Supergirl statue. Collect all the DC Comics Rock Candy figures. You can get
What?
Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Harley.
Not
Other
actual
Batgirl.
candy?
No, it's not candy. You can't eat it. Warning: choking hazard. But
I've
fun.
not heard of Rock Candy. Is that
Neither have I.
Is that a new competitor to Pop? These Pop figurines?
Could be.
Cool.
I mean, these are. Well,
No,
obviously,
they're both Funko. It's just
Oh, nope.
another. It's just another.
they're competing with themselves.
This is
Oh,
cool
it's different
though.
style.
If you want more
Yeah.
detailed and less whimsy, then
Mhm.
you get the.
You
Yeah.
can get classic
candy.
Batgirl or modern Batgirl. There's actually two different Supergirls, and there's classic Wonder Woman, and then Batman v Superman Wonder Woman.
Okay, no, that's Trisha Hirschberger
Nice.
as Wonder Woman. Clearly.
Uh,
That face?
What, this face? Well, this isn't Wonder Woman.
on the bottom here.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Or you can get Harley Quinn, but like
Yeah.
original Harley Quinn.
Right.
That's
Cool.
cool.
Nice.
So there you go. If you would like a Loot Crate type service, but you want it just of DC stuff, you can join the Legion of Collectors.
Yeah.
And I think if you go to legionofcollectors.com, I don't know what the website is.
We'll put it in.
It's in the description, so check it out.
There'll probably be like a card or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how those work.
But let us know. We look forward to seeing if you like this kind of ending to back issues.
That's cool.
And if you don't, so there you go. You can get your own Legion of Collectors box by clicking the link in the description box below this video.